Well, hello folks, welcome to another video on my channel. I am the Custard Prophet. Thank you for dropping on by. So yeah, this is going to be a slightly different video, not the sort of video that I would normally put out, but I was sort of inspired to do this by Kev at United City FM, who put out a similar video about his channel about a month ago now, I think. In which he said that his channel was dying, and he was kind of went through the processes of what he was hoping to do to kind of put that right. And I don't feel the same as Kev. I don't think my channel is dying, but as it says in the title, my channel is stagnating, and I'll go through why I think that is the case in a second. But if you have some time, I would really appreciate if you just stick with this video, just to really have a look through and just have a think about things, the things I say, and drop a comment down below, because that is what I am looking for, some interaction on this video. And that's what I found in his video. He had an awful lot of interaction, advice, and tips and tricks and various things that specific to his channel. So I think that's really what I'm looking for, just to try and make my channel a little bit better, and to try and get out of this period of stagnation that I seem to find myself in. So I want to prelude all of this with saying a couple of things. The first is, this isn't anything like me saying actually I'm getting a bit despondent and I'm not wanting to do this anymore. It's not that at all. I'm not looking for that. I'm not looking to jack it all in. I'm still as enthusiastic as the day I started about making YouTube content. I still love making the videos, editing the videos, even rendering the videos. I enjoy seeing the videos moving on, upload. The whole process is a lot of fun, and then watching how people react to it. I find it one of the most fascinating and wonderful experiences, and I can't believe that I've been doing it for 2 years, and in fact I'm immensely proud that I've managed to accrue currently 466 subscribers who watch my content. I know not all of those do, and I know some of those are kind of dead accounts and things like that, but it doesn't matter so much to me. People have hit that sub button, in fact a lot more than 466 times, because of we all have a lot of people who kind of unsubscribe as well. So I think that's brilliant. So I'm certainly not looking to walk away from doing this. I'm just looking to make my content a little bit better than what it is. And that leads on nicely to the other thing. I think when I started this, and it mirrors what Kev was saying, I didn't start out to try and be one of the best content creators, because I haven't got that personality. I'm not a Loki Doki. I'm not Dr. Benji. I'm Custard Prophet, aren't I? I'm who I am, and I can't really be anyone else. And that personality type isn't going to be as widely, or the personality type I have and the way I do things isn't going to be as entertaining as some of those other guys. But clearly 2 years in, there are enough people out there who find some of the things I do vaguely entertaining. So I didn't set out to do that, and I'm still not looking to do that. I have a job which takes up an awful lot of my time, which means I'm not going to be able to go full time with this. So that was never ever going to be on the cards. I just want to do as best as I can, and that's what I want to do with all the things I do. I want to be as good as I can, even if that's not the best, even if that's just kind of a little bit better than I currently am. You kind of want to be the best version of yourself, whatever that turns out to be. Yeah, so those are some of the the caveats behind this. I don't want you guys thinking I'm looking for anything from this. I'm not even asking you to sub for this video. It's not really what it's about. Well, it is what it's about, but that's not the point of the video. The point of the video is to just get some honest feedback. So what I'm going to ask you to do is be as honest as possible. Be as honest as you can. If there is something about my content after watching all of this and taking it all in that you just dislike, if there's something that I'm not doing right, please say it. Be as be as critical as you want. I think it's important to hear what it's important to hear what the things I'm not doing well are. If there are things that you think I do well, it would be good to hear what those are as well, so I know areas that maybe I don't need to focus on. I can guess what those might be, but it's hard to know. Anyway, so what I wanted to do was have a little look, talk a little bit about why I think my channel is stagnating, and talk through some of the reasons for that. And and hopefully after going through all of those things, pose you some questions as I go, and hopefully you guys might have some answers. I'm going to sort of suggest what I think the answers might be, but see if they're sensible. Right, and let's have a look at my channel, under the bonnet of my channel, live on Thursday, the 1st of April. Exciting times. Right then, so let's have a deep dive into my channel. Why do I think my channel is stagnating? This is the second time I've had to record this because I just done this and I forgot to press record, so we'll go again on this part. Anyway, it's given me a chance to run through my thoughts and come out with something even less coherent probably. So my channel in a nutshell, it's sitting here on 466 subscribers. I've been doing this for just over 2 years. I think it's February the something where I started a couple of years ago, so maybe 2 years and 1 month. So it's a fairly slow burn to get to 466 subs, but I'm incredibly proud with each and every one of those 466. I think it's brilliant that I've done it for this long, and brilliant that people think that my content is good enough to hit that subscribe button. I mean, I think that is just a mad thing. It doesn't matter how many you've got, really. I think it's just a mad thing that people want to do that. So because people are discerning, so I'm incredibly proud of that. Since FM21 came out, so what was that, November, October time, I've had really good numbers in terms of views, sort of total views over the day. They are quite low for today, the last couple of days, but as you can see, they are normally sitting somewhere between 100 and 50, and this has been going for some time. If I can actually do this, yeah, so you see they've been sitting there and they've been sort of gradually dropping down a little bit. I think they're maybe settling down at this kind of level, maybe 60, 50, which is, I have to say, is much higher than if you reverse back 6 months. I certainly didn't have anything like this, so I'm incredibly happy with that. You've got to think though here, I put out at least 7 videos a week, so every week I'm adding 7 more videos to the possible number of videos that could be watched. So it's view count, I wonder if that is erroneously positively affected by just the volume of videos that I put out. So I'm sitting there, yeah. So the 100 view sort of 48 count, that's actually quite on the low side. Most of the time it sits between 200 and 100, and actually closer to the start of FM21, it was well over 200 regularly for perhaps all the way up until December time. And you can sort of see it was kind of dropped down from there all the way up there. Maybe we can go back a bit further. 365 days. Yeah, you can sort of see here it's sort of really peaked up here, and then it was sort of sitting in a really good thing. I was really happy with that. So it's down to this kind of level here, which looks like this is going to be the norm as we go along. So yeah, I'm incredibly proud of that. In terms of watch time, as you see over the lifetime of the channel, 3.3k hours watch time. That's an insane number, isn't it? And almost 40,000 views, which is again something that is bloody awesome. I didn't think I'd be getting 40,000 views on my channel when I started out. So all of this sounds really good, and it seems like okay, your channel's doing well. What the heck are you moaning about, you sad sack? The problem I have really is, so we have what I think are a reasonable number of views, maybe slightly, and we'll look at the individual videos in a second and what they look like view wise. But and sort of good watch time, and actually the average you can sort of see on it depends on the video that you're looking at, but a lot of them are around 5 minutes. It's not terrible. You look at these, some of the top videos that I've got here. We're almost 2,000 on this one, or just over 1,000 on this one, and we've got a bunch of others that are sitting there in the multi hundreds, which I'm really happy with all that stuff. So the problem I have here is really the subscribers, and the fact that the rise in views, the rise in all these other things has not translated to a rise in subscribers. So if you look back to where I was in when FM21 came out, it wasn't that far away from where I am now. So if I look back 90 days, January. Since January, I've gone up by 37 subs, so that's 3 months. That's about 10 subs a month. In the last month, you see it's 8. So it follows that trend, and when this little blip disappears off, it's going to be somewhere like, it's going to be just 0. So I'm having long periods where I'm not actually picking up any subs. And actually, since FM21 came out, the amount of new subs I've had is significantly down compared to last year for all periods, whereas all my views are way up. All the other metrics are up, but the sub count is down, and I don't know why that is. If you've got any fantastic ideas why that might be, whether it is data that I'm not considering, that I should be looking at, then please have a look. Ask me some questions down in the comments if there are particular things that you're interested in understanding to kind of make your decisions about that. In terms of the series, the stuff I put out, as I say, at least 7 videos every single week. Now, I don't make 7 videos on the same thing. I think that's important to say. I make no more than 3 videos on the same series every single week. So my most prolific series is this Above Standard series, where I'm following the fortunes of RFC Liège. As you can see, I've got a couple of those lined up to go. And, I'm getting about 20 views per video, which is not that high considering this is my main save. But you look at the interaction with those videos, it's very, very good. So, half of the people watching it are hitting the like button, half the people watching it are kind of regular. And I do regularly see people kind of, as someone currently or was earlier today, kind of going through some of the earlier episodes, kind of making their way through the series, which is always cool to see. And I've had a lot of people commenting and stuff on those videos. So actually the interaction with the video is really good. People who are watching it are enjoying it, but I'm not attracting any new viewers to the video. Now, I know I'm way out into the new season, and that's probably something that is going to negatively affect that. So I can understand that. But then, I bring in other series like this Ivory Coast series, where I was following the fortunes of Ivory Coast and the WAFU Cup of Nations, African Cup of Nations, and the World Cup. And this one's a bit of an aberration, this 27, because I cheated the system saying it was episode 1 because it was episode 1 of the World Cup. So I got slightly more views because of that, and changed the thumbnail as well. So I was a little bit sneaky. But then you look at the next one. This was released 8 o'clock today, so it's now midnight. So six views in that sort of time, 2 likes in 6 views. So it's still that kind of 50% like ratio pretty much, but it's not done well. I don't know why that is, because I've seen a lot of people doing international saves, and they've all kind of been pretty popular. Maybe I've gone on a bit too long. I don't know. I've really enjoyed making it. It's been a lot of fun, and I'm glad I've done it. But I don't understand why the numbers are quite so low. I mean, you see 11 here. We've got this one's around 20. 15, and these are really early on in the series, so you'd expect these numbers to be a little bit higher. Versus series as well. This is something I put a huge amount of effort in. It's a multi-creator tournament, The first video, I think, for the Versus series from this year, my introduction video, is way down in terms of views compared to what it was last year. Way down, as is the recap, as is every other video that I put out, and I don't know why that is. Is the Versus series too complicated? Is there just too many of these competitions around, and it's kind of the market's a bit saturated in these? Are the things that you would suggest how to improve that? I guess the other thing, looking through here, what do you think of the thumbnails? Are they a bit samey? Should I be looking to do something a bit different? I'm quite happy with the all of them, to be fair. They all get put past my wife, and she tells me what she thinks of them. She's quite critical of them, which I value that criticism. So I don't know. I don't know whether that's something to worry about. The other series that my channel is well known for is the Creator Showcase. What's amazing about this is, normally normally I would get, you sort of look down here, most of the videos are well over 50, so a few actually lower than that, but these are going back a little while. But there's a lot of videos, sort of 80, 100, 113, 62, 70 odd, all doing fairly well. But the more recent ones, the way in which the views are coming in is very, very different. I used to get a large swathe of people initially, and then they would kind of drip off over time, but it's kind of dripping over time. I don't get that big flux at the start, and I don't know why that is. So if you are someone who's kind of was watching this and you're not anymore, it would be great to hear what is putting you off. What is it about the showcase now that you're not so interested in, whereas you might watch it before? Is it because there are more content out like this, like Sam and FM's Football Moaning, Mr. Diz and his Scouting Centre, and I think there's a couple of others as well. Is it just saturated? Let me know, because it's still well received, and people who watch it are good. But for example, this one, I was really pleased to get Foggy Plays onto the showcase, and getting 31 views on his video, and this took ages to get to this. The first day was just horrific. And for some, I asked people, "Oh, can you make this video?" And I will use it within my content. And then I get 31 views after where we are now, 1st of March. So we're sort of a month down the line. And they put a lot of effort into that, and I'm not giving back what I said I would give back. So it's that's a little bit embarrassing. 9 likes on it is great, but it would be nice for this to be a little bit more impactful to the people who help me out. So that's a kind of whistle stop tour in terms of the channel. The main issue here is the subs, and the fact that the subs just are not going up. They are just staying static. I get a really good day of views, but I don't get any subs, and I don't get it. I don't understand what's going on. If you've got any advice, if you've watched my content recently and you felt maybe something's kind of gone downhill, something's out of kilter. I know I've had a few issues with my audio recently, and a couple of people reached out to me because of that, which was really appreciated. So thank you for that. I hopefully got that right now. And I know I've had a few issues with the green screen and with the camera and a bunch of other things, because I don't have the most expensive setup, and I know my laptop's a bit it's new, but it doesn't taste of anything. I do not lick my laptop, but it sounds is the word I'm looking for. It sounds like a jet engine most of the time when I'm trying to record, which isn't great. So if there's something like that going on that I'm not aware of, that you've noticed and it's putting you off, then it'd be great to hear that. Be as honest as you can be in the comments. And what I'd say, if there is quite harsh feedback in the comments, please don't say anything to that. Just what I want is the reality of the situation. If it's me, if it's something I'm doing and that I can change, great. I can look to do that. If it's something that I'm doing that I can't change, like my face or something like that, then, well, we'll be stuck with that. But I'm not going to stop making content. I just have to readjust my expectations, that's all. But if it's something technological, if it's like SEO, if it's thumbnail tweaks, I want to take as much as I can on board that you've got to offer me. So thank you very much for listening to all of this. I'm not quite sure if I said everything I wanted to say, but you get the message. If you've got some time and want to have a peruse of my channel and just give it a once over, anything that you notice when just kind of navigating around it, that would be really, really helpful. Anything at all really would be helpful. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video, though. If you would be so kind, it would be great to have a like from you on the video, just to get it out there, just to get it seen. If you would even want to be even more kinder, share on social media. I just want to get a few more eyes on it. And yeah, if you have enjoyed this, please hit that like button. Please subscribe if you are new, and I will see you next time on a video not talking about this, but talking about something FM related maybe. Thank you very much. Goodbye.